Hello and welcome to The Spear. I am Austin Badzik.
And I am Lindsay Boyd.
On today's show, we will look at some highlights from last week's games, and we asked students across campus about their knowledge on Spartan sports.
We also meet the four-legged member of the Bojay family and learn more about SJSU hockey's goalie Eddie Berlin.
We get the inside scoop on football from Coach Brennan. Ernie Gonzalez has the story.
Good afternoon, Ernie Gonzalez here with the Spear, San Jose State football beat writer. Spartans fall to 1-7 on the year, 0-4 in Mountain West Conference play. Did get a chance to play in Hawaii, obviously business trip, but they did get a chance to see a pretty remarkable piece of history on a pretty fitting day, 242nd birthday of the Navy. Visited Pearl Harbor, got the tour. Here's Brennan.
It was interesting not knowing how 70 young men are going to respond to something like that, and kind of the seriousness of the moment or the memorial. It was really powerful. I mean, when they showed us that video, it was silent in there. It was really powerful, and so I thought it was a really great experience for those kids.
As far as what happened inside Aloha Stadium on Saturday night, Rasheed Johnson is basically all you need to know. 278 yards from scrimmage, 3 touchdowns, including 196-yard kickoff return. Here's Brennan on his wide receiver star and how he fits in.
Obviously, we haven't had that kind of production or big playmaking at that position. We saw some of it from Bailey, but he's been out for a couple weeks, and so it was great to see Rasheed step in and make those plays. So I think there's a lot of things to be encouraged about.
Johnson's kickoff return in the fourth quarter against Hawaii was the first time in 5 seasons that Spartan has returned a kick for a touchdown, but it backfired. It got the Spartans within 2, 28-26 early in the fourth quarter. Unsportsmanlike penalty, of course. Brennan was already going for 2. The penalty put him back at the 18. He couldn't go for 2 anymore. Crawford's kick, of course, gets blocked, return, makes it 30-26. Complete disaster.
The penalty after the touchdown, that's not what we're all about. It's not what I'm about, and it's totally unacceptable, and we will not have anything like that going forward. If we do, whoever's involved can go play at another school. They won't play for me or for San Jose State.
This week, the volleyball team fell short on reaching the top of the conference. Ben Seapack and Ryan Barnhart have the story.
Following a loss to number 21 Colorado State, the Spartans look to rebound and regain control of second place in the Mountain West in Wyoming.
It was a close first set between the Spartans and the Cowgirls early on. Following a kill from freshman middle blocker Laura Parts, however, Wyoming would go on to score 11 straight points, giving SJSU a 14-point deficit. A service error from the Cowgirls would be the sole point scored for the rest of the set for the Spartans, giving Wyoming an early match advantage with a 25-10 victory. The second set of the match was much more competitive between the two teams. A series of aces from Louisa Andrade and Brienne Robinson helped tie the game at 20 apiece. Unfortunately, the Cowgirls responded by scoring 5 unanswered points to win their second straight set. The third and final set of the match was much of the same. San Jose State was competitive early on, but the Cowgirls were too much for the team to handle, forcing the Spartans into making a series of errors on the attack and securing a victory for Wyoming. The loss to the Cowgirls marked the second shutout loss for the Spartans last week, putting them in a 3-way tie for third place.
With a 500 record in the conference, San Jose State aims to end their losing streak with a pair of home games against Nevada and Air Force this week. For The Spear, I'm Ryan Barnhart.
San Jose State women's volleyball team traveled to take on the number 21 nationally ranked Colorado State Rams this past Thursday for a Mountain West Conference matchup. The Rams jumped out on the Spartans early, taking control of the first set with the early 6-1 lead. After winning the first set, the same story played out for the Rams in the second. After jumping out to a 6-0 lead, they didn't look back. However, the Spartans did notch 2 career milestones in the set. Nadia Alagama recorded her 1,000th career kill, while Luisa Andrade recorded her 1,000th career dig, both in the same set. But unfortunately, the record books remained open. As the Spartans were facing a 9-2 deficit, Colorado State senior outside hitter Jasmina Hanna recorded her 6th kill of the game, making her Colorado State's all-time kills leader in school history, and adding to the momentum that was already in favor of the Rams. Colorado State will go on to win the set with a score of 25-15 before heading into the break. Following the break, the Spartans battled in the third set as they took their first lead of the night at 15-14, but it wouldn't last long. The Rams finished the set strong to earn the sweep with a 25-22 final set score. The Spartans will look to get back in the win column this week as they host Air Force on Thursday at 6 p.m. in the Spartan Column.
Keanu and Kayla take a walk around campus to find out what the student body really knows about our football team.
I think the coach was dancing. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
I do know it was because their coach went viral and had some pretty cool dance moves.
Was it because of the coach? Because he was part of like MC Hammer or something like that?
Because one of the coaches was the backup dance for MC Hammer, so she donated $25,000. Frank Ginda, no.
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 No, I have no idea.
Yeah, isn't he like our linebacker?
Nope. No idea.
I don't.
I have no idea.
Was it Josh Love or something like that?
Was it 1978?
2011?
Was it last year?
I feel like it was last weekend.
Oh gosh, was it 2014?
That went to SJSU. Nope.
She was at the homecoming game. It was a golfer, but I forgot her name.
There was a wide receiver who played. I forgot what year he got drafted. There was a couple linemen. There was another lineman recently. I think he starts in the HBO show. I forgot his name. But no.
I mean, I know a former player, James Jones. He went to SJSU. That's all I know really, but yeah.
Volleyball?
I have no idea.
I know our water polo is pretty good.
I have no, well, if I wouldn't guess, is it volleyball?
To Gonzaga in Washington? I don't know.
I don't know.
I do not.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Brandon Clark.
Women's is in Yashiro Hall, and then the men's is in the Complex Center.
Is it at the event center?
No, I don't actually.
Would it be at the event center?
The event center?
George Jamo sat down with the hockey club to find out more about Eddie Berlin.
Name, I'm Eddie Berlin, and I play goalie, and I've been on the team for 4 years now. Actually, to start off, when I was just a kid in high school, I actually saw some commercials for them. They were actually fundraising to go to nationals, and so they were trying to raise money and caught my attention. I thought to myself, hey, that'd be pretty awesome, and got in and made all the effort I could to try and get on the team, and here I am now.
My name is Evan Sutherland, and I'm a goalie for the San Jose State Spartans. So Eddie's just a great all-around guy. He has a lot of experience, and it's great to be able to back up to him. And he's just a great leader, and he helps me with all the things that I need to know and all the things that I need to do. This is his third year, so it's my first. So it's definitely great to have somebody like that to kind of introduce you to everything.
What am I doing with Evan to get him ready for the spot? Just trying to get him to embrace the whole thing. Get him down to earth a little bit. He's definitely a wild guy. He's got a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. So I'm just trying to calm him down a little bit, get him used to the net. But he's a great kid. He'll be fine. He's totally in it. He loves playing the game. He loves playing goalie. He's already for the boys. I can already tell he's bought in. So he's going to be fine the next few years.
My name's John Rivard. This is my second year on the team. I'm a defenseman. I just started playing defense this last semester, so second semester last year. And now I'm back there permanently now. It's great. He's been playing really well this season. He's been keeping us in tough games and really making sure that we have a chance to win almost every game we play in.
My name's Ryan Ellis, and I play defense, and this is my first year on the team. I'm an incoming freshman. Eddie is a super strong goaltender, and he's somebody that I can definitely rely on when I can't get the job done. And he's always there as that third defenseman that can just pull through for us. And he's been having terrific games. We just haven't been strong as a team to back that up.
What are my goals and hopes for the rest of the season? Number one, I would say I want to end the season with the roster that we started with. Past that, I mean, we'd love to go to regionals, win at regionals, then go to nationals. But I mean, we got to start small. We got to take it week to week. We got to go win to win, shift to shift. So I mean, goal is just going to be, sticking together as a unit and making it through one step at a time.
We have another segment, a rapid fire question with Spartan athletes. Kayla Boydman caught up with 2 members of the men's golf team.
Me and Scotty always room together, so we kind of have our thing. We always wake up, we put some music on, we go, and we don't really have anything specific, but we always eat breakfast together. We're kind of on the same schedule because he's always the tee time before me, and so we're on the same schedule pretty much. So we always do the same stuff, just hit the range, stretch, putt. We're pretty much on the exact same deal. Justin Thomas right now.
Mine's Paul Casey. Swedish meatballs.
Wow, Swedish meatballs.
Yeah, we're going big here.
I mean, I like rice pudding. Yeah, my mom makes a killer rice pudding. Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good.
It's so random.
I know. I mean, I was in a bush last tournament. I was in a bush. Yeah, that was a rough one for sure.
I was in some grass that was about a foot deep, and had to swing as hard as I could and still miss the ball, so that was pretty fun. Definitely water.
Definitely water.
Definitely 100% water.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yep, Hawaii. Absolutely not.
No chance.
No shot.
Not a chance. It gets all
never,
soggy.
Never
It's
doing
disgusting.
that. I've never
Why
even
would
tried
anybody
it, but I
ever
don't
do
wanna
it?
Never tried it, don't want to
Nope.
do it.
Flying.
Invisibility.
I definitely like to fly.
We'll go Fresno, probably. Fresno State.
That's a reasonable,
that's a
reasonable selection.
Run, run, run as fast as you can. Mohamed Bafaki catches up with the cross-country team to see how they are running over the competition.
San Jose State's men's and women's cross-country teams competed in the Bronco Invitational this past weekend at Baylands Park in Sunnyvale. The races moved up an hour early due to the air quality stemming from the North Bay fires. A total of 160 women and 22 schools were represented in the race, but for the third straight event, San Jose State's oppositions watched the Spartans finish ahead. Jennifer Sandoval finished first in the 6K race hosted by Santa Clara with the time of 20 minutes and 18 seconds. Teammates Adeline Aldapa and Jeanette Zambrano finished 4th and 6th, respectively. Freshman Kay Bohannon also had her best race of the year as she finished 10th. Harai Zoratsson finished 27th out of 157 runners, and this is what Coach said after.
To be honest, I think we were at a little bit of an advantage just because we had practice in it all week. We run our practice in the morning, so we kind of were able to bypass a lot of the issues in the afternoon. And so for our girls, our ladies, it was just routine. Like, they haven't had any issues all week. We've been doing workouts and runs. And so for them to come out here and race, they didn't think anything of it, which is great. And I think a lot of other teams, heard about the air quality coming in from out of town. Not that it was a big advantage or disadvantage, but it didn't play into any of our ladies' heads at all. So they did a good job.
They say a dog is a man's best friend. Carlos Jimenez sits down with football defensive linebacker Coach Boj to see just how true this is.
His name is Bubba Max Filimoyatu. We got him when he was 2 months, and he was one of our neighbors back in Utah. We saw a puppy, and we're actually where it came from. She gave us the directions. We went over there. We got him for $70, and he's been adorable ever since. He was the last pick of the lit, and we picked him up, and he was still scared of us at the time. And his name came upon was my wife. She calls every little baby, every little thing Bubba. So right then and there, we named him Bubba. And then Max comes from her dog when she was little, who passed away. So that's his middle name. He's very close to me. It's more like a son, I would say. I treat him like a son. I discipline him as a son. That's why he's so well behaved right now. But anything I tell him to do, he'll do. He loves hugs. So if you tell him, come here, hug, get up here, hug. Good boy. His favorite thing to do is play fetch with this ball. Every time I'm stressed out, I go home, and right when I get home, he's right there to just cheer me up. So he's just my little guy. I love the fact that when I'm gone, that he's protective of my wife. He understands his role, which is great. He's not a needy dog, I would say. He needs to go to use the bathroom and occasionally play with him, but he loves wrestling. So he'll come wrestle me. He'll come jump on me and we'll wrestle. So he's aggressive in that way. He never bites other dogs. He's really friendly. So if you see Bubba on the street, you're more than welcome to come see him. The one thing that he doesn't like is little kids. It's because of my niece and nephews. They used to torture him when he was a puppy. So he's kind of scared of little kids. But you know, when grown-ups are around him, you go pet him. He's really friendly. You have to get to know the kid to understand that the kid's going to be friendly to him. He kind of like helps my wife and myself's relationship in our family concept. You know, we have someone to care about. He picks us up when we're down. He'll come lick us. You know, he understands our emotions, and he cheers me up a lot. And when I'm sitting down on the couch, he'll come, you know, nug me a little bit to play with him, and I love it. It's like any other dog owner, you know, you love this thing as much as you can love something, you know, and he is. He's more than a dog to me. He's a son. When we lived in Corvallis, it was pretty much rain for 4 months at a time. So the sunshine is great. And when you interviewed me back in, I forget when, was it July? Yeah, July, August. He was, you know, still getting used to the sunshine. I told you that he loved the sunshine, running at the parks, running around and playing with other dogs. And it's great because San Jose always has sunshine, so it's perfect for him. Catch. So in fall camp, my wife bring him to a practice, and most of my players know him because they came over to my house, met Bubba, and they know how important my dog is. Most of the players you'll come see, like Brandon right now, he came and seen Bubba, and a lot of them get to meet him. So he's good. He understands his role here. He's a mascot, if not anything. So I would say my favorite thing to do is fetch. It is, because he just wants to run. And that's all he wants to do. That's the blue heeler in him. So he just wants to run. That's it. With other dogs, he's not aggressive at all. He won't bite them. You know, I would say, I don't know, I'm a defensive guy. So I would say, see the ball, go get balls. Hopefully he can play linebacker for me and go get the ball when the guy's carrying it, because when he sees ball, he's going to go get it. So it's good. And that's what you need as a linebacker, right? Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. Don't move. Don't move. Stay. Stay. Don't move. Don't move. Good boy. All right. He was a puppy, and he was still fresh. But he would always sleep in my neck, right here, every time it was bedtime. And he still does it sometimes, but when he was a little baby, he wouldn't go to my wife. He would come to me, and he knew I was the alpha, so he would sleep right here on my neck and cuddle, just for him to be safe. You know, I think he missed his mom, and I guess I was his safe haven. Still getting used to us. And then 2 months went by, and he started going here to my mom, to my wife. So that was my favorite memory of him. He still keeps on filling our memories. It's great, you know, fun and joy, and he's just so great to be around. I love this stupid dog so much, man. It's crazy. I wouldn't think I would love a dog so much, but Bubba has done it.
Men's water polo is having its most successful season yet. The team won its first Golden Coast Conference game against UC Santa Barbara Friday, but was challenged by defending NCAA champions UC Berkeley this past Sunday. Lindsey Board and James Kim have more.
San Jose State Spartans lost to number 3 UC Berkeley 20-6 today.
The Spartans dug a deep hole for themselves the first half of the game. Cal started with a 9-0 run and finished the half with a 14-2 lead. Cal Bears brought out the block party and challenged the Spartans' shots constantly. And my personal favorite is when Cade Baldridge passed to Jackson Kennedy. Check out what happens. So Kennedy shoots past his defender straight into 3 defenders on the net and the goalie, just to be blocked. Goalies TJ Palmer and Conrad Gordon had a few blocks of their own.
Finn Pardon was able to get a hat trick in the third quarter. However, the Spartans were never able to catch up as the score ended in 20-6.
I guess starting off with defense, I mean, we let 20 goals in. Like, 20 goals is too much, even against like a solid team like this. And then we need to get better on our 6-on-5 chances also.
With the spear, Lindsey Boyd.
San Jose State men's water polo played the UC Santa Barbara Gauchos on Friday night. Turnovers resulted in goals for the Gauchos and an early 2-0 lead. The Spartans answered with 3 goals in the second quarter. The first was by Giacomo Lovatelli over UCSB's goalkeeper Justin Barrios, followed by one from Luka Kupik. Jacob Mersep, scoring with 50 seconds left in the half, brought the score to a 3-2 Spartan lead. Switching sides, the scoring after the half, one each for both teams, and then 2 goals from Ben Huschild.
Those goals coming in the second half, and we had the one was a 2-on-1 break. It was a really nice pass coming from Cade Baldridge. Helped out a lot, just easy, putting it in the side. And the second goal, outside shot. I've been working on my outside shot all year. I've been not really finding my groove with it. It brought me back a little bit, like helped me out confidence-wise.
Finn Pardon scored what would be the game winner on this play, a rebounded play in front of and over Barrios again. The Gauchos scored 3 more, bringing the score to 7-6 San Jose State. Goalkeeper TJ Palmer had 7 saves in the game.
Yeah, I'm just super happy about the win. We've all played really well together as a team. Defense was great, offense was great. This win is just, it's going to help drive our team to work harder in practices and just know that we can do it, we can beat this team, and we can beat other teams.
Well, it's nice. We caught them a little short-handed, but we had a good game plan for them, and the guys executed it fairly well, and we got a good lead, and we were able to hold on, so it was pretty good win.
That's all we have for this week's show. Don't forget to follow us on social media at SJSU The Spear on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And check out the 13th edition of The Spear magazine. See you next week.